Howdy, gamers. I have some important news updates. We're drafting. We're trying to climb to Mythic right now in MTG MOM. But apparently, I've learned like minutes ago that there's more packs or something. I just learned about something called MTG Aftermath. Like, what? I don't understand what any of this is. Does this affect the drafts? Are these actually going to mess with the drafts? My princess, please. De-escalate. Asseyez-vous. Alright, sit down. Alright, do I see anything that is not familiar here? No, thank you goodness. Thank you goodness. You have to do an Aftermath draft? Oh, thank God. Okay, great. Alright, well, Pylon is amazing. It's an instant speed convoke that destroys and surveils. When I first looked at this set, I thought that it was greed. Greed is good. I think that this set is more so greed is possible. Greed is reasonable. But I've been increasingly obsessed with a lot of these 2-mana transformers. I think the 2-mana transformers are just astonishingly powerful. Gives you a very nice way to not fall behind on the board, but also gives you an effective way to continue to apply more pressure, get more card advantage, particularly the 2-1 Knight that flips into the 3-3 with flanking. It's good stuff. I'm going to grab the Pylon. We see Jin Gataxius, which may never be cast. $10 mana. Yeah, I just can't even afford to do that. The cards that I like here would be Artistic Refusal, which we're probably getting. I would not mind a blue-black Convoke kind of thing. Invasion of Kamigawa is okay. This is one of the okayest cards. I was hyped as hell when I first saw this one. I was like, oh my god, a blue flyer that draws cards. But increasingly, I feel like this format permits some really slick ways to close out with aggression. Other cards I like here, I think you all know at this point that I love the Land Cyclers. Ichor Drinker and Placid Rottentail are also two cards that I've grown very fond of. Okay, well there's a Xeric Strobe Knight, and I think that this is one of the best cards, period. 2/2 flyer with Vigilance that can just make more Knights. Yes, please. Order of the Mirror is the 2-drop that I was talking about that's amazing. Is Untapped running? Yes. Yeah, I think that I'm just going to get the Xeric Strobe Knight. I like Cut Short. I like a lot of these Convoke cards. Cosmic Hunger is terrific. But yeah, I think Xeric Strobe Knight is clearly the best card here. And I'm not going to double think it. Alright, we see an Afara's Dispersal. And I actually think this card is terrific. I think this is a terrific card. It, in particular, works well with Xeric's Strobe Knight. I still think this card is undervalued. I like Converter Beast a lot. A 5/5 is just great. Rona, like, turbo sucks. I mean, it's hard for me to express the degree to which she just feels terrible. I like Invasion of Regatha. I like Tiller of Flesh. I think I'm actually going to get the Tiller of Flesh. I think I like having these big upside turkeys. Oh my god. I think it is between these two, and I think it's actually quite difficult. Part of me just wants to snap the Afara's Dispersal, because I just think that card is so good. Alright. My princess. I need so badly for you to become quiet. I know. Arr. Sheriff. I mean, I also see Cosmic Hunger. I mean, I'm going in a number of directions here. I think Jury is very good. I think Cosmic Hunger is very good. I'm actually really torn. I think I want to get this one. I'm just picking the good cards right now. Not really necessarily committing to any particular color. There's a meeting of the minds. I'm known to always get this card. Yeah. I actually like most of these cards, to be honest. Except Radha. Radha's a stinker. Sandstalker Moloch is okay. Sheriff. I actually worry I'm not giving Sheriff enough attention. Okay, so I used to hate this card, but I actually now really like this card. I see Raw's Reinforcements, which I think many of you know. I'm just like, oh my god, Convoke! Yeah, I really value card draw very highly. Card draw fixing, I think it's between these two, I think. I used to love this card. I think it's fine. Low on 2 drops. I'm going to go ahead and get this. I might dunk into green. There is a Saiba, Cryptomancer, and I think this guy... I actually just think that this is a card that I have underrated for a long time. I think I'm just going to get this one. And, I mean, great black, great green. Sheriff. Yeah, come here. Yeah, she just clearly wanted attention. Iridescent Blade Master is another one that I would be cool getting as well. Stormclaw Rager has wheeled. Whoa. Whoa. This is an insane card. But I've not really seen... What? Because, I mean, if I pick this, I mean, I kind of... It doesn't work in anything other than black-red. I guess I'll just get Kithkin Billy Rider. Assimilate Essence is fine. We're going to pick Yargle because chat loves Yargle. Golden Scale Aeronaut is a card that I undervalued for a long time, and I think now I just value it. We also see a Converter Beast. Huh. I think probably Vanquish the Weak, but Invasion of Amonkhet is super insane. Super duper insane. We have a lot of insane cards here. I don't know if I'm white. I don't know if I'm black. I don't know if I'm green. I'm pretty sure that I am blue. I'm pretty sure I'm blue. We have some really good blue. I actually think that I do get the Invasion of Amonkhet. I think I'm probably not green here, but I'm a little worried about my 2-mana slot. It feels nice to run an Invasion of Amonkhet and a pile-on. That entire pack was unbelievable, though. There is a Realm Breaker's Grasp. There is an Invasion of Vraya. There's a Wrath, and I think it's just going to be Wrath. We already need 2 drops. We don't really have a ton of instants and sorceries, but I think we actually have enough. Yeah, I'm going to get Wrath. I think Wrath is great. We have 5 creatures. One of which I'm probably going to cut. Probably this Scoured Barrens. It seems to be in line with what we're thinking. So we have some very good cards. We have some very good cards. I really like the Swordsworn Cavalier a lot. Like, I really like the Swordsworn Cavalier. Especially if I just get some of these. I mean, we already have, like, sort of a Knight shell here. Swordsworn Cavalier, I think, is excellent for exactly what we're trying to do. Blight Reaver is pretty solid. There's also just a ton of Knights. So Swordsworn Cavalier often just gets the ability to do stuff. Now, this is an interesting choice. Cut Short or Eye of Gataxius? I think I want the Eye of Gataxius, I believe. I think I do. I think I just want more proactive cards. White-blue seems very tempo-y. Cut Short is also, I think, a legitimate option here. But I'm increasingly just... I'm the luckiest boy in the world. I'm increasingly leaning more towards Eyes of Gataxius as like a power common. I don't know if that's accurate. For any of you who are curious, I have done no researching. I've done no researching. I have not watched a bunch of drafts and learned the ways. I'm just doing stuff here, man. Invasion of Theros. I think this card sucks. I'm going to get the Golden Scale Aeronaut. I don't know if I'm going to run 2. But again, this is one that I really was like, not great. Nah, it's too expensive. And kind of, it's a blah, flyer, blah. And lately I've just been like, yo, this thing is sick. I'm going to get the Kithkin Billy Rider. It just has so much upside with the limited number of backups and the Swordsworn Cavalier. It's between this and the Core Halberd. I think this is very good. Particularly in Boros. Alright, Kithkin it is. We're not going to get much good for the remainder of this pack. Probably not. Inspired Charge. I mean, given, like, if I had to say, I would cut this one. Probably cut this one. Amazing. Never let it be said that Day 9 is not lucky. Afara's Dispersal is another really prime one that we're going for. There's an Atali. But Norn's Inquisitor is great. There's another Xeric Strobe Knight here, which is great. But I think that we just need to take Norn's Inquisitor. Think it we do. God, I would really love a Xeric Strobe Knight here, though. Ah, which one is actually better among these two? I think it's actually the Xeric Strobe Knight. I don't know if that's actually true. Collective Nightmare, amazing. Alright. These are the best packs ever. Yeah, no, someone's getting 2 Atalis. And I'm just gonna fucking ignore that, okay? Don't even make eye contact with me, man. I think Scroll Shift is the one to pick, but I'm not super excited by that. I'm almost certainly not going to run this. But it's the most likely card for me to run of the ones here. Oh yeah, this guy sucks, huh? We're gonna probably get the Sunblessed Guardian. Probably. This card is way better than it looks. And I want to make sure I don't fall behind on board, but I want to do so with cards that can actually be proactive. There's another frickin' Tiller of Flesh. I do have to get this one. It's a good defensive card that just incubates more. I also think cut short is another legitimate option. I don't think we actually have enough interaction. I'm going to get the cut short. Because I don't think that we're the most fast deck. Cut short again. That actually makes me feel really good to have cut shorts in this style of list. Like, really, really, really positive. Alright, keeping in line with get as many 3-drops as you can. Let's get this one in here. Weirdly enough, I might cut these Eyes of Gataxias. Doesn't that just immediately look better? A little worried about our land situation here. A little worried about it indeed. I guess Wicked Slumber's okay. I mean, we basically have this Scoured Barrens. Oh, there's a Knight of the New Coalition. These are probably going home. Well, this didn't pan out great in terms of the fixing. I probably don't want to run all 3 of these, I don't think. Oh, this is a little tricky. This is a little tough. Oh, and Unix says, hey, how's little Despikin doing these days? She has so much energy. She eats so much. I think I have to cut one of these black cards. I think we do. Probably going to cut a land here as well. This is the one downside of this cat. I need to reach over her to type T. Cur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's not bad. This is artifact, creature, or enchantment. Oh my god. Hey! Quiet! So, I'm really thinking of cutting both of these. If we do this, our curve ends at 4. This doesn't count, so this makes me a little bit more comfortable doing something like Nyert. But I'm not really thrilled about having 3 sources of black. Oh my god. Sheriff. My children. Tiller does nothing for us. Pile on will trigger it. Both cut shorts will trigger it. Scroll shift will trigger it. So has a good amount of upside. Oh yeah, Wicked Slumber as well. Nice. So we have draw here, we have draw here. Technically this is draw. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I think I actually am going to run both the Aeronauts. Dude. I might want to run both of these Isaac Ataxiuses instead of this Golden Scale Aeronaut. I think it... The curve looks really weird, but I'm kind of okay with this look. We're actually not super fast. I don't feel great about this list, but we're going to go ahead and run it. I think that there were two errors that I think I made. I think I needed to get the 2-drop when I had the chance, because it was second Xeric Strobe Knight or first 2-drop Knight. The other error is that there was an opportunity for a dual land, and I took, I think, some good card. But I don't think I needed to do that. This is another card I'm a little unsure about, the Scroll Shift, but I think it seems okay. Seems semi-okay. You picked the green fight. I think that was fine. I can cast none of my spells. Great. Gross. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe just cut black. Part of me's leaning hard towards that, like, right now. Alright, I just don't think they have any interaction here. Oh, my opponent is screwed, dude. Oh, they are hosed. Oh my goodness. We'll play the Kithkin over the Tiller of Flesh. Totem Penguin says, running a third color just for 2 cards seems a bit of a silly thing. Do you mean this, like, aesthetically? I mean, because the most common reason to run a third color is for 1 to 2 cards. This is activated abilities. This. Let's do this. Alright. You know, like, but I'm curious if you... Excuse me. Mean this a little bit more like, the aesthetic of having, you know, this kind of... So I'm going to tap this one. Do like this, and I'm going to stun each of them. There is something that's aesthetically a little weird, you know, like to only with the most slight of partialness commit to something. Seems pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't even fucking see that. I thought this was a 3-3. Alright. Hey, I can cut short something. Sick. Does it, right? Reality seeping in. Top. This side? Where's the reality? Seems okay now. Yeah, it was probably this you were seeing? Yeah, let's just do it like that, huh? Let's do it like this. Yeah, I have to open my little door to go out. Hi. Sure. What in the fuck? Dude, let go. Ow. What in the shit has gone on with you in the last few days, dude? Dude. Despy. We're moving you. She has been pissed off for like a few days. Hey. Alright. Enduring Bond Warden it is. Enduring Bond Wardens back-upping themselves is actually quite nice, because it's just like, hey, I can transfer this counter later. Also works great for Convoke type situations. Sure. Of course, this black would have likely been blue. Yeah. 7/7/3 is not the best feeling. But, you know, what can you do? This is still okay. It's not amazing, but it is okay. Really. Okay. The Mirrodin avenged? Okay. I do have concerns about this particular outcome. Our two black cards are really freaking good, though. It's tough. I mean, we do have a pair of Xeric Strobe Knights. Very arguable. Get that turkey in. Alright. Marshal of Zalfir is out of control good, man. Like, ridiculously, stupidly out of control good. Dude, fuck yeah. Aggression, go! Like I said, we're not the fastest deck. We have some real power that we can get there in the air. Over there, like you just don't care. Man, I really, pardon me. Do I just cut black? I think we just might not have good enough fixing, maybe. What would you replace it with? I would cut the 2 black cards, put in the better mana base, and add 2 of the aeronauts. Hey, I know this turn. Seen this turn before. I don't believe it. I'm going to hold back on the Marshal of Zhalfir, because I actually think that we can get more value. I don't think there's any green Convoke cards that threaten us here. Yeah, I think... Nah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna frickin' cut the colors. Ugh. Gross. I'm literally not even in this game. Like, I'm here. I'm, like, attending the game, but, like, I'm not, like, in this game, you know? I am just sort of just like, Swing, you bastard. To battle. To battle. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch Aftermath because, like, there's only so much magic that I can gorge at one time. Okay, bye-bye. Nice little combo with tap and cut short. Allows us to do some good stuff here. Surveil 1. Siege Rabbit says, maybe stay with the black till we lose. Seems like it's been frustrating like once, and a bit unlikely to continue to happen. I'm really on the fence about it. And, you know, my analysis is not like the results-oriented, like, you know, I really think that it's just not good enough. Like, I've been losing these games. I want to stop having this bad thing happen and start having this good thing happen. It's more that, like, you know, you heard my hesitancy when I was looking at it before, where I was just like, you know, like, all our 3 black cards are good. Okay, bye-bye. And I'm trying to think about a balance between what this deck needs versus, like, removal feels good. I think Invasion of Amonkhet is probably worse than the -3/-3 Convoke. I think that that's probably true. Fruitpeel says, clearly you don't feel this deck. Cut black. That would be a misassessment. It's not that I'm looking here going, I really don't feel this list. I'm having specific issues with this list. I have 2 lists and I don't know which one is better. So my opponent's going to need to do some sort of crazy combo stuff here. My opponent can block a 3 and a 2. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going through still. 5 still going through. Okay, here's what I actually want to do. On some thoughts. Pulling out this. Putting in this. It says 13, but really it's secretly 15. Again, I want to be clear. What I am evaluating is not how horribly these games have gone with black mana in there. We have seen some hints of some of the issues that can come from 3. It's just like, what does my deck actually want? Does it want the consistency of being able to, like, close a game out? Is black just bad in Mom? It's great. It's really, really good. And in fact, I feel like all the colors are just great in this set. They all have ways to pop off. They all have ways to just be excellent. TF Tatarade. Or TFT Atorade. Or TF Tatorade. Hello, Mr. 9. I just experienced my first taste of rejection in an internship role towards my marketing degree. How does one rebound from rejection? What new ideas should I implement to increase my visibility and hireability? I have a strong opinion. Ridiculously, insanely strong opinion. To the point where if you think otherwise... To the point where... I think this is how everyone should think about rejection. Alright, and I mean everything I'm about to say with the utmost sincerity, okay? The way that people tend to be taught and to think about things is on success versus failure. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Oh, I got a C on the test. What could I have changed to get a B? And even more, what could I have changed to get an A? And thinking about it in terms of the striving to get to the higher quality bracket, as it were. Now, that has merit. That is fine. There is nothing wrong with saying shit and thinking shit in this lens. Be patient, day 9. Be patient. There's nothing wrong with this. But there's another axis that I think is equally important to consider. And think of it this way. Imagine I said, hey, if you sit down, you play a game of chess, if you win 10 bucks. And if you lose $1. Now, we could think about how to become the best chess player of all time and all the ways in which we could try to improve and get the best, blah, 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 blah. We could do that, but a really important thing to do is just to play as many frickin' games as possible. Where can you go to just play more games? Just play more, just play as many games as you can. Because even if you have a 30% win rate, you're going to be rolling in money. And in fact, if you just play the crap out of games, never improving, you will make probably on average more money than if you play a game, lose, spend a long time thinking about it. Play another game, win. Play another game, lose, spend a long time thinking about it. So I feel like this connects back to what you've expressed with this internship, in that you didn't get the internship. It is kind of false that you are receiving, or excuse me, that the company is receiving that internship application, going, you know what? This sucks. This shit is not it. I don't like this one bit. Fail. It's actually kind of false that this is what's happening. Often that company just has a metric shitload of applications And they had to pick someone, and maybe their decisions were arbitrary. Maybe you applied for an internship, and let's say you're doing something in film, and it's an internship for a horror movie, and there's just this guy that's worked on 2 horror movies that applied, and they went, oh, great, I want to work with someone that's worked on horror. Hired. I don't even think about the other shit. So it does suck to get rejected from jobs. It sucks to get rejected from, in relationships. I've personally experienced this many times. Work-wise, where if I am not hired to do certain event work, it's like really fucking public and visible that I'm not there anymore. And so I think that it's okay for you to take a moment to just feel a little bad, feel a little down, feel a little just like, oh my god, oh, it's just so frustrating, what the... That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But don't stress yourself too much. Don't judge yourself too much and think that there's maybe something that you could have done differently, because the fact of the matter is, that is, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. I just blew my opponent out. Blowout City. I'm devastated. I've been blown. Utterly blown. Ow. So, yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is there's only so much you can control any of an external evaluation process. What will generally behoove you more is just, like, applying way the fuck more. It's kind of amazing to me, in my life, the number of times that I have felt just, like, gutted with embarrassment at some failure that I experienced. Oh my gosh. Gosh, what if everyone knows? What if everyone sees? I'm just so fucking embarrassed. Ah! Like, and like no one cares. And I don't mean that in the like offensive, like, dude, no one cares, shut up, bro. Like, not in that way. I just mean like, yeah, no, people are just like, yeah, they're just like, whatever, you know, it's fine. Like, I mean, as an example, all right, here's an example that's a little bit too real. You and you. Here's an example. I was employed at a startup to make a game What the fuck is going on? Dude, what happened with this interface? What happened with this interface? I couldn't click the things. I think it's because it was on full control. Yeah, I worked at a startup that went busto. And you know, I was burning the fire in my soul, spending hours and sanity and time for that to become a success. And it went busto. And, you know, there's a difference between the rational... Let me talk about the emotional. Like, emotionally, no matter how much reassurance I got or how many things that, like, people said, no, do these things happen? It's okay. No matter how much of that happened, there was this thing that just felt like, no, but it must be that I'm a huge fucking failure, XYZ, you know? And one of the funniest things that kind of snapped me out of it is, there's this guy I really respected. named Bob. And at an event, Bob's like, hey, you want to go get some food for dinner? And I was like, yeah, great. So sit down, we're having dinner. He's like, so, hey, what you been up to? So, well, I was at this company, and it shut down very abruptly, and oh my God, it was very emotionally difficult for me. Oh my God, and I just like had this like, I wanted to share what was going on, but also I had that shame, that pain. Oh my God. And he goes, oh, that's too bad, man. What else are you working on? What are you working on now? Like, not in like a judgy way, not in a dismissive way. It's just like, hey, how was your day? Ah, good. Worked a little bit long today. Oh, cool. Doing anything fun tonight? Like, that was his attitude towards it. Like, he was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine. And, as time went on, I just kept thinking about that interaction where I was just like, yeah, like, it's actually fine. In fact, most of what anyone is ever doing at any point in time is stumbling over themselves, failing and messing things up and not succeeding. Let me tell you more about my failure in a moment. I'm thirsty, though. Oh, see, the deck's perfect. No changes necessary. Best gamer ever. Yeah, Xeric Strobe Knight, Meeting of the Minds. Very good combo. Fuck no. Damage goes through. So, like, if we think about my career, I've had all sorts of stuff. Where were you? I've had all sorts of stuff go to shit. I've had all sorts of things go to shit, man. Like the Day 9 daily, starting my streaming career, that worked. And let's see, used to do, then we did live events for Red Bull. That didn't really turn into anything great. Then we got, after I was Gaming League, did a league. That was cool for a bit, ran for a bit. Then that one stopped. Didn't turn anything huge. There was a startup I was at, that one shut down. Tried a variety of different games on air, didn't really go anywhere. Like, there's all sorts of shit that is, like, gone. Like, tried and was doing fine, and it's just gonna stop. You've had all sorts of stuff like that over the years. But really, you just need, like, one or two things panning out at any point in time to be fine. This is where the fact that we're running black is very helpful. So we'll go to 7. Bloated processor, huh? So let's see here. If I do this... Can't scroll shift then. How am I going to deal with this turkey? Scroll shift this. When I scroll shift, I can tap it and Raph. This will flicker, and then we can Meeting of the Minds to tap 2 more. So we can draw a shitload, and I think that'll be good. We're going to go to 6 next turn. Green Champion is definitely a pickle. Hopefully pumps. Tap this and this. St. Wallace had been rewatching your Elden Ring vids as I finally played through myself and finally beat Margit the Fell today. Hell yes, St. Waldo. That's the best game ever. That is just the best game. What is happening? Okay. Right. That would have been good. That would have been super duper good. Because I could have scroll shifted, drawn, Meeting of the Minds, drawn again. So it would have drawn a bunch. Oh, shit! If it is an MTG Goldfish that just raided us with 448 magical beans. Dr. Goldfish, hope you had yourself a good stream. Thanks for the meta deck lists on your website. However, can you get Jund into the #1 slot in Standard, please? Goodness. Oh, we are so screwed. Alright. This is looking like death. Welcome, we're about to lose. Gosh darned. Alright, who's gonna go? Cyber Cryptomancer for the sack. I actually think the Cyber Cryptomancer is like such a solid little card. Gross. Do like this, probably. May as well kill it. We're so close to greatness. And there it is. Alright. Gives us a non-zero amount of time. Okay. Gives us a 0 amount of time. I have to tap to convoke. No! We've lost a pip. How do we march to Mythic if we lose games? Should have chosen not to do that. I am still really just agonizingly tempted to just peel the black entirely. I am gonna give it a shot. I actually like the idea. Oh, I see what was going wrong. We didn't have the right lands. Oh, we didn't have the right lands. And I'm gonna try some of these actually. I have been really impressed with how they overperform. Yeah, I think that the thing that I am feeling is less... Sure, going first with this in hand and this in hand seems good. I think that it's less that I drew a black card and didn't have black mana and I'm, you know, cursing it. Ah, I can't believe it, this is bullshit, etc. Rather, it's just that I think in those situations I would have preferred the flyer. Shoot the bigger one. Tiller time. This tiller is a killer. See, I don't think that our deck is necessarily the most thick, big, aggro. Sunforge says, Day Night. Sorry, my deck is very good and I drew awesome. Well, now that you're here, allow me to express, fuck you, man! That deck was my everything. Do I want this followed by a Meeting of the Minds? I think I do. What the shit is this auto-tapper doing? You should have left the blue mana up. I'm so lucky this is a blue and white knight. My god, this auto-tapper just hates. It just hates. Wow, that is the best. That is just great news for us. Taste of the haste. Chilling. Yeah, auto-tapper and Afara's Dispersal, like, oh my god. The number of times I've been like, I'm gonna fucking do it, bro! And it's just, like, completely rocked. So let me see if I'm counting this right. This is 1 and 2. Yeah, that's some good shit right there. 1. 2. Very good. Turn sideways. And now I have enough mana to both transform this and Artistic Refusal. All at the same time. Dan, 7625. Holy fuck, man. Oh my god. Let me say, Sunforger, no, it's a delight to get absolutely smacked by you in last game. Never feel bad for crunching through my soul in a game of Magic the Gathering. Does 2 damage to each creature, battle, or planeswalker. Like, oh, Jesus. Okay, bye-bye. I've figured it out. Sigiled Sentinel. I think this is better to do. Just, like, because I leave it up for getting picked. But I still think this is better, because it's real hard for my opponent to deal with this board next turn. This, I mean, this looks like a good board. Okay. Alright, well, fuck. I literally just talked about, like, it's not a big deal. Mamma mia. I need to get this in my fucking Jund list. Discard, destroy 1 artifact or enchantment? Holy shit, actually I need to get this in my Jund list, man. I need to run a 1 of Kogla and Yadaro. Look at that. You can discard it for 4, destroy a target artifact or enchantment, shuffle it, and then redraw? Holy fuck. Four and 4, 2. And now we wait. Alright, so I think we're in a better situation. I think. So if I swing, that is... There's a 3 and a 3 and a 3. You blocked, blocked, chump, chump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're getting close. We're getting close. This is very cool. Oh my fucking goodness. That is, I mean, that's damn near close. I need to play out everything, and then next turn I can be bigger. Was not quite lethal. Was not quite lethal. Because my opponent needs to have exactly nothing. And there's been a bunch of turns where they clearly are passing with something, so... I would much rather be in a situation where I have 2 more creature cards. Alright. There, by the way, is the reason why we didn't have a clean lethal. So, still swinging here. They can block 3 of the 3 3s. So how many 3/3s do we have? We have, or 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Not quite. This again can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 damage things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 damage things. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The real llama, you keep saying it's lethal, it's lethal, it's lethal. We just did the computation showing it isn't on board. Twice. That does help. That will probably do it. The real llama, I'm gonna give you a timeout again. I don't mind if you say, was that potentially lethal? What about XYZ? You know, what about this? Or maybe if you took a screenshot and just, again, give yourself a little wiggle room when you say, I think it might be lethal here, etc., etc., etc. And come as though that we are collaborators, you know, like, hey, I'm curious your reaction to this, these sort of things. Yeah, my opponent doesn't quite die. Oops, I swung with the Saiba. But we wind up killing everything else, so I think this is a reasonable board state. But again, when you go lethal, lethal, day 9, at day 9, lethal, you know, that sort of thing. Where it feels like what you're trying to do is... I once upon a time when I was in college, I was in a class where you were assigned a programming partner. And I would be on the keyboard, and this guy could not handle if I did something that he didn't think was correct. Now, I was oftentimes incorrect, but if he just thought that it's not what he would have done, he would literally slide his fingers under my hands, and type under my hands. I was just like, holy shit. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that's what you were doing. But that is an exaggeration of the categorical of, like, trying to grab me and yell at me, no, I need you to do this. I'm doing great. We made a play that got us around throwing a lot of units away to a Cosmic Hunger. That's kind of fucking annoying. Land would be great. And it says, the turn you got Raft down, it wasn't lethal, but pumping and vigilance would leave you still a better board, forcing blocks and interactions. Do you consider that a possible play? Give me the screenshot, because I looked at that, and it didn't look good. Now, this is actually a problem, because the amount of poison counters Finn builds up is... I mean, it's just literally an issue. Our health is going to be fine. Just gives Finn double strike. Proliferates twice, amazingly. Hey, Knights 473. This is a long-time lurker, longer-time fan. Best of luck with the game studio and stay awesome, Sean. Hey, thanks, Knights. Thank you warmly. We're trying our gosh darndest. Wow, that is just an insane swath of luck right there. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. Holy shit, that's bad news. Oh, how to have liked to counter. Does this have trample? Alright. Alright, I guess that's that. Okay. Trampler, sure. Okay. So I think we're taking the 9 from this guy, but let me just see what happens. Wait. I'm doing this wrong. Wait. Oh, shit. I accidentally paid all the mana. Oh, I was doing counting shit. Fuck. Alright, whoops. What I was trying to do is trying to count how many I would have available to see if I could double tap this. Ah, fuck. I was expecting it to let me be able to Z my way through this. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, fuck. So, I was trying to count through because what I wanted to do was to, if I scroll shift on my knight, and then in response to that, I try to tap that and maybe some of my other knights on the ground, then before the scroll shift resolves, I can tap my other guy to make a new knight. But I was counting, like, part of the reason why I went on full control is I thought that what would happen is when I tapped through, I would then click the mana symbols to do that. Because I thought that that's how it operated at one point, or maybe that's just like Magic the Gathering Online brain. Because, I mean, we had a number of options that would have involved scroll shifting and then doing that, but... damn. We might have been able to survive a turn. Alright. Send the pricey one back. Oh, that actually makes sense. Dangerous Daryl says you click the mana symbols when you have mana in the pool, but here you're using Convoke. Ah, I guess that makes sense, because you wouldn't have Convoke go to the mana pool. There's the brain misfire. My god, you've done it. First strike. The next turn I play this, Kithkin. Swing with a Xerxstrobe Knight, Meeting of the Minds, tap. Xerxstrobe? No, that doesn't work. That does not work. That does not work at all. Ow, ow, Jesus Christ, cat. Dude, this cat is a terror. Come on up, darling. I think the Swordsworn Cavalier is extremely good. Don't start chewing. Just don't. Just don't. Rotate. If we go 5 and 2 with this, I'm quite pleased. We certainly had some awkwardness over the lack of 2 mana plays, which means that too often we do nothing on turn 2. Not all the time, but just too often. So now this has first strike, and then I can swing with this and this. Here's the Aeronaut coming in clutch. This is an example of why I kind of like the Aeronaut. Oh my god, man. Give me a fucking break. Jeez Louise. I mean, come on. I didn't even have the mana. I had to use the treasure for it. Fuck. Ah. Oh my god, the worst possible card to be against. Ah, fuck me. Oh my god, he's gonna be able to just exile my whole graveyard for 1 billion HP. Jesus. Fuck. Sure. Go for this. It's an elemental. You and you go here and you go here. Mamma mia. Oh, am I getting Final Flourished here? Hell yeah, we got some fucking planes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh my god, I am so tilted. I guess as tilted as I can be. Alright, we're going in. Aeronaut O'Clocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So opponent is at 12. 12 is what my opponent is at. 2 damage to each opponent. That's a little bit of a problem. Sure. So I think we're mostly dead here. Well, we may yet still pull this shit off. Because my opponent's going to be able to gain up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. We may win this shit yet. Cyber Cryptomancer's pretty good. Searing Barb. Okay, so I will defend this turkey. Like so. Okay. Well, so this needs to block this. That turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Oh shit. Damn. Damn. Ah, that's a little unfortunate. I think this deck was better than how it turned out. Ah, man.